Welcome to the story of the Element Girl Aluminum from the Magical Periodic Table and the Element Girl series, Book 7. In this story, you will meet aluminum from family 13 or boron family with atomic number 13. My dad, who has a catering business, always packs the meals for his customers and weekday lunches for me and mom in reusable glass containers. I asked my dad, wouldn't it be easier for you if you pack everything in aluminum foil? Dad shook his head and replied, Atom, think about all that aluminum ending up as waste. Then, turning to my pet dog Electron, he said, let us start loading the van. And off we go to Mountain View to deliver our meals. Later, looking up the periodic table, I realized that the next element to be visited was aluminum, right underneath boron. I texted my friends, and this time, Exo and Endo responded affirmatively. We decided to embark on our adventure that afternoon, right after lunch. Exo and Endo are twin sisters. Endo is quiet, and just like an endothermic reaction, which has a net absorption of energy, Endo absorbs all the information she receives. On the other hand, Exo is just like an exothermic reaction, always bubbling with energy. That afternoon, we met in Wilson Park, near Exo and Endo's house. In addition to the periodic table, I had packed chocolate chip cookies. Exo and Endo brought apples and lemonade. With much anticipation, we set up the periodic table on a park table and pushed on the symbol for aluminum, AL. As the world spun around us, we laughed and screamed. Before we knew it, we were standing in front of the Washington Monument in Washington, D.C. Hello, welcome to the Washington Monument. I am Aluminium, a girl with silver-colored hair wearing an outfit made of aluminum foil and red and blue jeweled stones on roller skates called out to us. We ran towards her eagerly. Then Exo asked, did you say your name is Aluminium, not Aluminum? The girl smiled and replied, in 1990, the International Union for Pure and Applied Chemistry officially called me Aluminium, but in Northern America, everyone referred to me as aluminum. In 1925, the American Chemical Society approved the use of aluminum. Since students from all over the world visit me, I always introduce myself as Aluminium. If you prefer to call me Aluminum, that is fine. I was named after the Latin word for alum, an aluminium compound known since ancient times, which is alumen or bitter salt. Aluminium roller skated slowly around the monument, and we walked alongside her. She was wearing cutlery around her neck as a necklace, and it made a clanging noise. Looking at aluminum's jewelry, Endo asked, is that aluminum cutlery that you are wearing? Very unique. Aluminum laughed. Well, if you know about the history of aluminium, you will see why I am wearing cutlery around my neck. Yes, they are made of aluminium. I am the most abundant metal and the third most abundant element on the Earth's crust. I am not available in pure form. I am present in the ore bauxite as aluminium oxide. In the 1800s, the process of extracting me from the ore was very energy intensive and expensive. So, aluminium was more expensive than silver or gold. Only emperors like Napoleon could afford aluminium. The wealthy reserved aluminium cutlery for their very important guests. Exo interrupted her. Wow, that's a great story. But how and when did aluminum become so inexpensive and widely available? People do not think twice these days about tossing out their soda cans. It is such a shame. Aluminum nodded and said seriously, yes. See, I'm wearing a soda can as a boot. One must recycle aluminum cans. An efficient way of extracting aluminium was discovered in 1886 using a process called Hall-Heroult process, obviously named after the two scientists who discovered it. Within a few years, the cost of aluminum dropped and the element was used for various applications. The energy needed to recycle aluminum is far less compared to the energy needed for extracting aluminum. Then, aluminum pulled out a model aircraft from her backpack, strapped it to her leg, and exclaimed, "Let us all hold hands and take off to the top of the Washington Monument." We formed a chain with each of us holding each other's hands. I thought we would be taking an elevator to the top. Instead, aluminum just took off like an airplane or a rocket, and we were flying up with her towards the top of the monument. We screamed as our stomachs churned. We flew around gently at the top, and aluminum pointed to the tip and said, "That tip, which looks like a pyramid, is solid aluminum, and it was created in 1884 to show off the economic power of the United States." The tip sparkled in the afternoon sunlight, and we gazed at it with admiration. Endo asked, "You flew like an airplane. Airplanes are made of aluminum, right?" Aluminum flew around gently and answered, "Yes, I am a light but strong metal and resistant to corrosion. The strength is further improved by alloying me with other metals and putting it into making various aircraft parts." We had a perfect view of a wide area of Washington, D.C. It was way better than the observation deck at the top of the monument. Plus, no need to stand in long lines. Aluminum pointed to electrical lines and said, "Aluminum is used more widely than copper for long-distance high-voltage power transmission lines because of its light weight. Also, it is more economical than copper." We looked at the transmission lines running for miles below us in all directions, giving energy to all the appliances and devices we use these days. All of us said together, "Wow." As we basked in the gentle evening sunshine of mid-February high above DC, the blue and red stones in aluminum's earrings and outfit sparkled. Exo asked excitedly, "Those stones that you're wearing are gorgeous. What are they?" Aluminum dangled her earrings and said, "The red ones are rubies and the blue ones are sapphires. Ruby is aluminum oxide with chromium as impurity. The blue sapphire is also aluminum oxide but has titanium as impurity. There is also yellow and green sapphire, which has iron as impurity. If the impurity is vanadium, you get purple sapphire." We exclaimed in awe, "Wow, all those precious stones are aluminum compounds?" Slowly, we started descending and made a gentle landing on the wide lawn in front of the monument. Endo commented, "You have so many beautiful uses. People pack food in aluminum foil and drink from aluminum cans. Also, because of the high thermal conductivity, people cook in aluminum pots and pans. So aluminum should not be doing any harm to human health, right? Can aluminum be beneficial to health?" Aluminum pulled out a bottle of Antacids from her backpack. It read aluminum hydroxide. Then aluminum said, "People who have acid indigestion, they can take Antacids, and one of the popular Antacids has aluminum compound in it." Putting away the Antacid bottle, she pulled out an antiperspirant tube from her backpack. Then she continued, "Antiperspirants have aluminum in them, but not deodorants. The aluminum compound will block the pores on your skin so that you do not sweat much. More research needs to be done to see if using aluminum antiperspirants or cookware or anything causes cancer or Alzheimer's disease. No study has been conclusive yet." It was dark by then, since it was 3 hours ahead of time in the East Coast compared to the West Coast, and almost time for us to leave. Aluminum said, "Let us celebrate your visit to the nation's capital by having a small fireworks display. Aluminum compounds create those brilliant sparkles in the fireworks." As we looked up at the darkening sky, there were silvery sparkles swirling in the sky high above. Then we heard aluminum say, "See you back again in DC sometime soon." As aluminum picked up her backpack and got ready to roller skate away, Exo quickly asked, "Oh, one more question, please. Do roller skates have aluminum in them?" Aluminum smiled and replied, replied. Yes, the roller skates can be aluminum alloy made, lightweight and strong. Bye for now. We watched as aluminum deftly roller skated away into the city lights. We looked around and up at the Washington Monument, which looked amazing in the night lights. I said, "We will be back here for our school field trip next year." In a few seconds, we were back at Wilson Park. It was evening and not too dark. We sat down and enjoyed the chocolate chip cookies, apples, and sweet lemonade. Then I headed home with the periodic table, and Exo and Endo went back to their home. Mom had returned from work, and Dad and Electron arrived soon after. As I ate dinner that night with my family, I remarked, "You are right, Dad. We cannot waste aluminum." Mom chimed in, "We have to recycle aluminum." Thank you.